Welcome all my dear student of FYBC class. In previous lecture, we solved many problems regarding elasticity. Now in this lecture, we are again going to solve some important problems related to Poisson's ratio and some problems related to three elastic moduli, that is yk and eta. See the first problem. Now in this problem, we are having a wire and the length of that wire is 2 meter. Length of the wire is 2 meter. Okay. And diameter of the wire, that is D, is equal to what? Diameter of the wire is 2 millimeter. 2 millimeter. When this wire is stretched, extension is produced in the wire, and that extension is nothing but small l, at which is given like this 0.5 mm. When elongation is produced along the length, then at the same time contraction is produced perpendicular to the length, and that means here change in diameter 0.15 micrometer. Okay. See here once again, problem is very simple, and here in this problem we have to find out Poisson's ratio. For example, here now in this example, the wire length of wire is 2 meter and diameter of the wire is 2 millimeter. When we stretch the wire so that 0.5 mm elongation is produced in the wire, at the same time contraction takes place perpendicular to the length, and this contraction is nothing but, that contraction is diameter, original diameter is 2 millimeter, and when diameter is reduced, it will be 0.15 micrometer. And in this problem, we have to find out Poisson's ratio, value of Poisson's ratio. So first of all, look here, length is given in 2 millimeter, diameter is given in millimeter, change in length is given in millimeter, and change in radius is diameter is given in micrometer. So conversion is essential. So 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. That means here we convert the diameter, that is 2 millimeter, 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Now similarly 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter is conversion of 0.5 millimeter. Then next change in diameter is 0.15 micrometer. So it is 0.15 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Okay. When we convert all these quantity as per need, then we are going to solve the problem. Poisson's ratio. What is the formula for Poisson's ratio? Simply it is the ratio of lateral strain to longitudinal strain. Lateral strain is nothing but change in diameter divided by original diameter, and longitudinal strain is nothing but change in length divided by original length. Okay. Rearrange this formula. We have simply L delta D upon dl. Okay. Then substitute the value of L, D, delta D and L. After substituting the value, we have sigma is equal to, value of L is 2 into delta D, value of delta D is this one 0.15 into 10 raised to minus 6, then value of D is 2 into 10 raised to minus 3, then last value of L is this one 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay. When you solve this, simply see here 2 is getting cancelled with these 2 and divide 0.5 to 0.15, we have 0. Simply 3 into 10 raised to minus 6. Okay. And this minus 3 and minus 3 minus 6. Take upward plus 6. So this is equal to, or simply here we can write instead of this, we can write 10 raised to minus 6 upon 10 raised to minus 6. And we have only 0.3. This is the value of Poisson's ratio. Okay. Very simple. Here there is no unit because Poisson's ratio is a pure number. Okay. Take one more problem. All these problems are very simple and very important point for exam point of view. All these problems are very frequently asked in question paper. Now, again here, consider a wire whose length is 3 meter. Okay. Now, this wire is stretched to increase its length by 0.3 centimeter. Okay. Now, find the lateral strain produced in the wire. Another problem. This is a wire whose length is 3 meter and when certain force is applied to its free end, then elongation in the wire is produced by an amount 0.3 centimeter. And here if Poisson's ratio is given, Poisson's ratio of the copper is 0.26. Then find the lateral strain produced in the wire. So again solution given, L is equal to what? 3 meter. Then next change in length is nothing but 0.3 centimeter. Okay, two quantities are given and sigma is also given, which is nothing but 0.26. Again here, first of all, if we are having two values, that is change in length and original length, from these two values we can calculate or we can obtain longitudinal strain, and this is nothing but ratio of change in length per unit original length. Substitute the value of L and change in length and original length. We have 0.1. This is the longitudinal strain. Okay. Now the Poisson's ratio sigma is equal to, what is the formula for again? It is the ratio of lateral strain to longitudinal strain. Then from this we have lateral strain is equal to sigma into longitudinal strain. Okay. Then substitute the value of sigma, that is 0.26, and longitudinal strain is 0.1. Simply solve this term. We have 0.026 is the answer. 0.026. Okay. Now again the next problem, which is also very simple, and this problem is also frequently used in examination. Okay, next problem. Now in the next problem, instead of wire, consider a rod. Consider a cylindrical rod that is like this. Now, the length of the rod is 1.5 meter, okay, and whose diameter of cross section, that is this one, is 1 meter, sorry, 1 centimeter. You are having a rod, cylindrical metal rod, whose length is 1.5 meter and cross section diameter is 1 centimeter, and this is stretched by some force, and stretching of the rod is, when we apply some force, then the rod is stretched and the extension or elongation produced in the rod is 0.3 millimeter. Okay. Now see here, when the cylindrical rod is having 1.5 meter in length and its cross sectional diameter is 1 centimeter, and when some force is applied, the rod is elongated by an amount 0.3 millimeter, then here we have to show that diameter will be contract. Poisson's ratio of this cylindrical rod is 0.28. This is Poisson's ratio. Now here we have to show that when we apply such type of, or when we are going to consider such type of problem, in this problem we have to show that diameter will be contracted by 0.26 micrometer. Sorry, 56. एकदम सिंपल प्रॉब्लेम आहे. एक रॉड आहे, त्याची लेंथ तुम्हाला दिलेली 1.5, त्याचा डायमीटर दिलेला आहे 1 सेंटीमीटर, त्या मटेरियलचा पॉइसन्स रेशो दिलेला आहे 0.28. आता हा डायमीटर ज्या वेळेस त्याला आपण काही फोर्स आपण अप्लाय करू, समजा हा दिस इज द फिक्स एंड, आणि जिथं ज्यावेळेस आपण फ्री एंडला फोर्स आपण अप्लाय करू तर त्यावेळेस त्याचं इलॉंगेशन किती होतं, 0.3 मिलीमीटर. आता आपल्याला हे दाखवायचं आहे की ज्या वेळेस त्याचं इलॉंगेशन 0.3 मिलीमीटर होतं तर त्यावेळेस त्याचा डायमीटर हा एवढ्या क्वांटिटीने 0.56 मायक्रोमीटरने रिड्यूस होईल, हे आपल्याला दाखवायचं आहे, प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे फक्त. म्हणजे आपला आन्सर काय असणार आहे, 0.56. ओके. सो गिवन in this problem L is equal to 1.5 meter, then diameter D is 1 centimeter. Convert this into meter, 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Okay, then L is given, this is nothing but 0.3 millimeter. Okay, we have to convert it into meter. This is nothing but 3 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. Okay. Now remaining quantity is what? Diameter, then delta D. We have to find out this delta D, but sigma is given and that is nothing but 0.28. Okay. These are the given quantity. Now in order to find out this quantity, that is change in diameter, we have to consider the Poisson's ratio. And Poisson's ratio for a cylindrical metal rod is nothing but sigma is equal to change in diameter divided by original diameter upon change in length divided by original length. Okay. Firstly, simplify this equation so that we can obtain change in diameter. So delta D is nothing but here sigma, this one, this D, and L, small l upon capital L. Okay. Now substitute the value of 0.28 into D, 10 raised to minus 2, into L, 3 into 10 raised to minus 4. Okay. Or sorry, L. Okay. Now length 1.5. solve this term, you will get, when you solve this term, you will get 0.56. Simply, you have to multiply 0.28 into 3 and then divide by 1.5, you will get this, and into 10 raised to minus 6. Or this is in micrometer. Sorry, this is in meter. Convert in micrometer, you will get 0.6 micrometer. Very simple. This is nothing but the reduction in diameter. Okay. Now, next problem, which is also very important point, which is also very important for exam point of view. Here again consider a wire, and in this wire the length of the wire is 3 meter. Again there is a wire, one end of the wire is fixed to rigid support or ceiling, and at the free end some force is applied. Suppose the force applied at the free end will be, before applying the force or load, the length is 3 meter, and when we applied the load by 10 kg, then extension wire is elongated and stretched, stretched and elongated, and this change in length, elongation, change in length, that means elongation is produced by 1 millimeter. Okay. If Young's modulus of this wire is given like this, Young's modulus of the wire is nothing but 12.5 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square, or Newton meter is to minus 2. These both are same. Now, at the same time, Poisson's ratio of the material is also given, that is 0.26. Okay, now here we have to calculate the lateral strain. Again, I am going to explain the problem, and we are going to then find out the solution. We are having a wire whose length is 3 meter before the application of load. The Young's modulus of this wire is nothing but 12.5 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square, and Poisson's ratio of this wire is 0.26. When we apply the load to its free end, the elongation of the wire takes place, and wire is elongated by an amount 1 millimeter. When at the same time, when elongation is produced, contraction is also produced at the same time, and contraction is produced perpendicular to the direction of elongation. So, here we have to find out lateral compression strain. So, given again L is equal to 3 meter, okay. Then change in length is nothing but 1 millimeter. Convert this 1 millimeter into, just a minute, okay. This is 3 centimeter. Then next quantity is given in the problem is diameter, and diameter of the wire is 1 millimeter. Okay. Just what is, something is going wrong in this problem. Okay, diameter is 1 millimeter is, I forget it, diameter of the wire 1 millimeter. So, diameter of the wire D is equal to 1 millimeter, which is nothing but 0.1 centimeter. Okay, now it is correct. And L, change in length is, extension is produced by 0.3 meter. So, 0.3 centimeter. And Young's modulus of the wire is 12.5 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square, and sigma is equal to 0.26. So, here again don't be confused, and force is given, F is also given 10 Newton or kg. 10 Newton. 10 Newton. See here. I am again going to repeat the problem. Don't be confused. We are having the wire whose length is 3 centimeter. Okay. Whose and diameter of the wire is 1 millimeter. When we apply the load by 10 Newton, then extension in the wire produced is 0.3 millimeter. Okay. The Young's modulus of the material of the wire is this 12.5 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square, and Poisson's ratio of the wire is 0.26. And here we want to find out lateral compressional strain or lateral compression strain. This is the finding. Okay. So problem is very simple. Firstly, Young's modulus of the wire is nothing but F upon A upon small l upon capital L. Here, this is nothing but longitudinal strain, and this is nothing but longitudinal stress, and this is longitudinal strain. Okay. Now, from this, when we rearrange this equation, from this equation we can write L is equal to L upon F upon A upon Y, or simply it is equal to F upon AY. Okay. Suppose this is equation 1. Okay. Now Poisson's ratio. What is Poisson's ratio? Sigma is equal to lateral strain upon what? Longitudinal strain. Longitudinal strain. Longitudinal strain. Again, lateral strain is nothing but change in diameter per unit original diameter, delta D upon D. And what is longitudinal strain? Longitudinal strain is nothing but change in length upon original length. Okay. Now, from this, we can write delta D upon D is equal to L sigma upon capital L, or sigma into L by capital L. Okay. One and the same. Or, but what is the equation 1 represent? Equation 1 gives L upon L is nothing but F upon. So, we can write is sigma F upon AY. But what is A? A is nothing but pi. A is nothing but pi d square by 4. D square. But we are having radius. So, instead of this, pi r square. This is the formula for area of the wire. Area of wire is cylindrical. Pi r square. But what is r? R is nothing but the half part of the diameter. So, r is equal to d by 2. And when we substitute the value of r as d by 2, then square of d by 2 is d square by 4. And hence, substitute this in this equation. So, delta d or, okay, am I right? Okay. Delta d upon d is equal to sigma f upon y into pi d square upon 4, or simply we can write delta d is equal to sigma f upon d into y pi d square, and this 4 is again come here. When you solve this, we will get this problem. Then simply substitute the value of 4 into 0.26 into 10 Newton. 10 Newton is nothing but, again, force is given in Newton, but you have to convert it into dynes because all the units are in centimeter. So dynes, when you convert this into dyne, then 1000 into 980. You have to multiply this, and this is nothing but force in dynes. Okay. Now Young's modulus 12.5 into 10 raised to 11, then 3.142 is the value of pi, and then d square, diameter square. This is not 0.1. Okay. Square whatever. Now when you solve this, then after solving you will get the simple, by using, you can solve it by using calculator or log table, then you will get the answer 0.59 into 10 raised to what, minus 5 centimeter. This is the extension in the wire when elongation. बघा आता ज्यावेळेस आपली ही वायर आहे की जिची लेंथ ही 3 सेंटीमीटर आहे, तिच्यावर 10 न्यूटन फोर्स अप्लाय केल्यानंतर त्या वायरचं इलॉंगेशन 0.3 mm ने होतं. त्या वायरच्या मटेरियलचा यंग मॉड्युलस 12.5 इंटू 10⁻11 आहे. त्या वायरचाच पॉइसन्स रेशो आहे. तर आपल्याला काय करायचं, ज्यावेळेस एवढं इलॉंगेशन होतं त्यावेळेस तिथं लॅटरल कॉम्प्रेशन स्ट्रेन किती असेल, तर तो लॅटरल कॉम्प्रेशन स्ट्रेन असणार आहे हा, म्हणजेच एवढ्या, जर एवढा डायमीटर काय होणार आहे, कमी होणार आहे ज्यावेळेस आपण 10 न्यूटन फोर्स जर आपण अप्लाय केलं तर. नाव द नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लेम. Now the problems which are going to see here, these problems are very important, frequently asked in question paper. Now in this problem, next problem, calculate, we have to calculate Poisson's ratio of aluminum. Poisson's ratio of aluminum, and for that purpose we are having two quantity. One of them is Young's modulus and another is modulus of rigidity. Young's modulus is 7 into 10⁻11 Newton per meter square, and 10, and Poisson's ratio, modulus of rigidity is given 2.5 into 10⁻10 Newton per meter square. And here we have to obtain Poisson's ratio. आपलं एक ॲल्युमिनियम मटेरियल दिलं आहे आणि त्या ॲल्युमिनियम मटेरियलच्या दोन गोष्टी आपल्याला सांगितलेल्या आहे. एक यंग्स मॉड्युलस दिलं आहे आणि पॉइसन्स रेशो दिलं आहे. त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला तिची हे दिलेलं आहे आपलं काय, यंग्स मॉड्युलस आणि मॉड्युलस ऑफ रिजिडिटी दिली, आणि आपल्याला सिम्पली काय करायचं आहे, पॉइसन्स रेशो त्याला ऑब्टेन करायचं. आता बघा, आता आपल्याला हे माहिती आहे, आपण ही डेरिव्हेशन बघितलेलं आहे. ॲज काय डेरिव्हेशन आपण बघितलं गेलं, सिग्मा इज इक्वल टू वाय अपॉन 3k-1. हे डेरिव्हेशन आपण 3 eta, हे डेरिव्हेशन आपण प्रूव्ह केलं आहे. आणि कुठं बघितलेलं, रिलेशन बिटवीन 3 इलेस्टिक मॉड्यूल वाय के अँड इटा, त्याच्यामध्ये हे इक्वेशन आपण बघितलेलं आहे. या इक्वेशन आता आपण सिम्पली इथं काय करू शकतो, सिग्मा इज इक्वल टू वायची व्हॅल्यू आहे 7 into 10⁻10 अपॉन 3 into 2.5 into 10⁻10 -1. सॉल्व करा. हे जर सॉल्व केलं, एकदम सिंपल आहे, तर याचं आपल्याला लक्ष देईल, याचा आन्सर असणार आहे एवढं. जर आपण सोडवलं हे, तर हे असणार आहे 7.5 -1. हे जर आपण सॉल्व केलं तर आपल्याला हे आन्सर येणार आहे 2/5. सिंपल. विदाउट कॅल्क्युलेटर यू कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट दिस, अँड दिस इज नथिंग बट 0.4. व्हॉट इज द युनिट? देर इज नो युनिट, बिकॉज अगेन Poisson's ratio is a pure number. It is dimensionless and unitless quantity. Okay, very simple problem. Now first one is, this one is for aluminum. Now we are having the silver material. First one is aluminum and second one is copper. Now in the second problem for copper, we are also find out the value of sigma, that is Poisson's ratio for copper, and for that purpose here we are having two quantities, 7.25 into 10⁻10 Newton per meter square is the Young's modulus of this problem, and bulk instead of this we are having bulk modulus दिलेलं आहे आणि ते असणार आहे 11 into 10 raised to 10 न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वेअर. बघा आता पहिलं ॲल्युमिनियमची वायर होतं, सॉरी ॲल्युमिनियमचं मटेरियल होतं, याचा पॉइसन्स रेशो काढला, त्यासाठी आपल्याला यंग्स मॉड्युलस आणि मॉड्युलस ऑफ रिजिडिटी दिलं होतं. आता इथं आपल्याला परत सिल्व्हरचं, इथं काय करायचं, सॉरी नॉट कॉपर, सिल्व्हरचं आपल्याला पॉइसन्स रेशो फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे. त्यासाठी आपल्याला दोन गोष्टी दिलेल्या आहे, यंग्स मॉड्युलस दिलं आहे आणि बल्क मॉड्युलस दिलेलं आहे. पण त्यासाठी आपण जे रिलेशन आहे ते सुद्धा आपण डिराईव्ह केलेलं आहे आणि त्यासाठी डेरिव्हेशन बघितलं आपण रिलेशन बिटवीन 3 इलेस्टिक मॉड्युली वाय के अँड इटा. तिथं आपण बघितलेलं आहे वाय इज इक्वल टू 3k इन ब्रॅकेट 1 मायनस 2 सिग्मा, हे रिलेशन बघितलेलं आहे. आता त्याच्यावरून काय कसं करायचं येईल आपल्याला, मग फ्रॉम दिस रिलेशन वी हॅव 1 मायनस 2 सिग्मा इज इक्वल टू वाय अपॉन 2k. ओके, अगेन फ्रॉम दिस solve this, 2 sigma is equal to y plus, or simply 1 minus y upon 2k. Rearrange this equation. Simply this term move towards this and move these terms towards this side. We have this, or sigma is equal to 1/2 in bracket 1 minus y upon 2k. Then substitute the value of y and k. We have sigma is equal to 1/2 in bracket 1 minus 7.25 into 10 raised to 10 upon 11 into 10 raised to 10 into 2. Okay. Again solve this. We have 1/2 in bracket 1 minus 0.22. When you solve this by using calculator manually, and when you solve this, you will get the answer 0.39 is the Poisson's ratio for copper. And now we are going to see the last problem of this lecture and of this topic, that is elasticity. Then see the problem. Problem is very simple, and in a single sentence, a volume of solid does not vary with pressure. Suppose we are having a cube of solid, and if we apply the pressure on the cube, then volume of the cube does not change. Okay, and hence in problem there is a sentence, solid does not vary with pressure. आर यू गॉट इट. बघा, आपण बघतो नेहमी सॉलिडचा व्हॉल्यूम बदलत नाही जरी प्रेशर अप्लाय केला तरी. मग अशा वेळेस आपल्याला त्या सॉलिडचा पॉइसन्स रेशो काढायचा आहे. लक्षात आलं. सिम्पल, तुम्हाला एक मटेरियल असेल, व्हॉट एव्हर बी द मटेरियल ऑफ सॉलिड, पण त्या सॉलिडवर ज्यावेळेस आपण प्रेशर अप्लाय करतो त्याचा व्हॉल्यूम बदलत नाही, आणि मग अशा वेळेस त्याचा काय करायचं आहे, पॉइसन्स रेशो कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा आहे. आणि म्हणून सोल्युशन व्हेरी सिम्पल. यंग्स मॉड्युलस वाय, bulk modulus k, and Poisson's ratio sigma for this material are related by the equation 1 minus 2 sigma is equal to y upon 3k. We just see in previous problem. Okay, or y is equal to 3k in bracket 1 minus 2 sigma. This is the relation which gives the connection between Young's modulus, bulk modulus and Poisson's ratio. And this relation is obtained in theoretical aspects, that is in the derivation of relation between 3 Young's modulus, yk and eta. Okay. Now from this equation we have obtained this equation. But suppose this is equation 1. Now bulk modulus is defined as, what is the bulk modulus? It is simply applied pressure upon volume strain. Okay, therefore this is nothing but modulus of bulk modulus K is equal to applied pressure P, and volume strain is nothing but change in volume divided by original volume. Okay. But in solid, when we apply the pressure, volume does not change. That means volume remains constant. If volume is constant, then change in volume is 0, obviously. Therefore, if we substitute, this is the change in volume, dV or V. When we substitute the value of here 0, then simply we have P upon 0. And P upon 0 is nothing but infinity. Okay, this is infinity. When we substitute the value of this here, where K here in this equation, then from suppose this is equation 2. When we use equation 2 in equation 1, then we have 1 minus 2 sigma is equal to y upon 3 into infinity. Then when we substitute infinity, then obviously 1 minus 2 sigma is equal to 0. Okay, suppose this is equation 3. Now, when we substitute this value, equation 3, now from this equation 0, now from equation 3 and 1, suppose value of this is 0, then we have 1 minus 2 sigma is equal to 0. When 1 minus 2 sigma is equal to 0, we have 1 is equal to 2 sigma. Take this side toward this side. Or from this, simply we have sigma is equal to 1 by 2, and which is nothing but 0.5. Okay. In this way, we solved many problems, I think near about 30 problems regarding to elasticity. Now, when I am providing you the notes of this chapter in PDF form on WhatsApp group, I am again going to give you some solved problem and some problems for homework. I hope that you can solve each and every problem. And if you are having any doubt, any query, then you can ask me anytime, and I am ready to solve your difficulties. In this way, we completed the first chapter, chapter number 4, that is property of matter. And in this chapter, we covered two topics, two major topics, two important topics, surface tension and elasticity. In next lecture, we will see the second chapter of this paper, that is work and energy. Till then, we shall stop here. Have a good day.